700 Club fam, good morning to you. We have a real treat for you both today. We have a mother and daughter duo with us. We have Jackie Green and Lauren Green McAfee.
McAfee.
Yes. Okay. Should have asked that first.
That's all right.
We are so happy and excited to have you both. Please take a minute and introduce yourselves to our 700 Club audience.
All right, I'm Lauren McAfee, and I'm corporate ambassador of Hobby Lobby, but I've gotten to work with my parents at Museum of the Bible over the past few years, and I'm really excited to be here and getting to share about the book that Mom and I wrote together.
Well, I'm Jackie Green. This is one of my 6 kids, and I have been happily married for 33 years, and I support my husband, Steve Green, Hobby Lobby president and chairman of the board for Museum of the Bible. So we've been on that journey of Museum of the Bible work for the last few years. So
yeah, it's incredible. How many of you have heard of Hobby Lobby? I know so many of you love it, including myself. Let's hear from you. If you just love Hobby Lobby, I mean, when you walk in there and you just have to love it. But you both have wrote an incredibly powerful book that I cannot wait for you to tell our audience that are watching about it. How a woman's every day shapes an eternal legacy. Tell us about this.
Well, the book is Only One Life, How a Woman's Every Day Shapes an Eternal Legacy. We think it's a powerful message for us to remember as women. We only have one life, every one of us.
Right.
And we don't get any do-overs. So we want to encourage women to really use their time and their talents and their treasures and their efforts for good purpose for eternal legacy, shaping that eternal legacy story.
Yeah. And in the book, we have 12 chapters, and each chapter covers a different character trait. And each of those character traits, we look at a woman from the Bible, a woman from history, and a woman today who is living out a legacy to highlight that character trait. So we look at courage, generosity, boldness, faith, prayer, and we hope that it's an encouragement to many women.
So tell us who are some of these people. Can you give us a little sneak peek?
Yeah, so one of my favorites is a woman called Elizabeth Ann Everest. She is the woman that raised Winston Churchill. And so we share her story. She's not very well known. Most people would not know her name. But I love getting to highlight her story and showing just the faith that she instilled in Winston Churchill to raise him to be the man that he is, that he was, that with the conviction that he had, and he changed the world. Oh. So, yeah, she was an incredible woman of legacy.
You can't not get excited when you talk about women and leaving a legacy. What brought you to write this book?
Well, as we've traveled the last few years with awareness events for Museum of the Bible, I would meet a lot of women wherever I would go. And many of us had the same desire to use our life for good and to do something for kingdom purposes. But we often don't feel equipped or empowered to do that. So, we just wanted to just encourage women to just do it. Be intentional with your life. You have a plan, and you have opportunities every day to impact others. So that was the motive.
Yeah. How awesome. Now, what about some of these women that you studied? Were there a lot of similar characteristics in them?
Yes, it was interesting that as we looked at these women, so they span hundreds, if not even thousands of years across history, as well as different geographical locations and different types of lives. Some were royalty and some were very poor.
Wow.
But they all had in common this foundation and a love for the Bible. And they looked to that as kind of their guide and what helped shape their life. And so it gave them great strength. And they all endured great hardship through one way or another. Reading their stories can be surprising to see just how they continued forward even despite difficult circumstances. And they would look to their faith to give them the strength to do that and great joy to be able to serve amidst difficult circumstances. So we loved getting to share the stories and kind of draw out that similarity of they all looked to the Bible as their source of strength and their guide.
Yeah. So are you hoping that women kind of think about this on a daily basis? Like what legacy we're leaving behind? Is this a daily thing? A daily mindset?
Yes, it is. So when we think about legacy, it's not so much things that we leave behind monetarily. That's not the kind of legacy we're talking about. We really want women to realize that shaping a legacy is available to all of us. So when we think about legacy, it's whatever is that is going to live on past our own lives. And so kind of thinking 7 generations down the line, what will be said of me? What will still be impacting the lives that we won't ever get to see. And so that's wanting to instill a faith and values and a love for the Bible in the next generation, and that can carry on for many, many years ahead once we're gone from this earth. So kind of just thinking long term and having that eternal perspective and realizing that as we invest in eternal things, which we know are people, souls, and then the Word of God, that can have an eternal significance.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what was it like writing together?
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah?
It was fun. We do love each other.
I can tell.
But we are different personalities. We have different strengths and gifts, and so we've learned to appreciate that in each other. And you know, she's an adult now. I'm not like her authoritative figure, but we're more of a friendship and mentoring relationship. But we both have a passion for the Bible, and so it's been good. Our schedules were the biggest challenge that we had to deal with.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, just getting us in the same room at the same time to be able to work on it was a challenge.
I bet.
But we figured it out, and then we'd send lots of emails back and forth with edits, and it was great to figure out how to work together. And we're really excited about the book, and hopefully it will be inspiration. It was an inspiration for us getting to study these women and learn about their lives. It shaped me as we were working on it, and so it gives me great hope that it can be an inspiration to other women as they dig into the book.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, real quickly, you mentioned, you guys have a passion for the Bible. Tell us about Museum of the Bible in D.C., right?
Right. It just opened November 18th of last year, of 2017.
Just a couple months.
Yeah. So it's a new baby museum, but it's doing really well. We have had over 600,000 people already go through. And so that's a real praise. And if you haven't planned your trip, plan your trip. It's 430,000 square feet, and it's just, there's so much to do. It's very immersive, very interactive museum. So it's not just a lot of cases with things inside. There are lots of things to do.
Awesome. Okay, so one takeaway for this book. What's one call to action that you hope that every woman or man purchasing it for his wife, sister, girlfriend, what do you hope they take away get out of this book?
Yeah, so with Only One Life, we hope that women will walk away being inspired by the women that we highlight and realizing that they have an opportunity in their own life, wherever they're at, to shape their own legacy. So this is available to all of us, the opportunity to shape an eternal legacy. That's what we hope to walk away with.
How only one life, how a woman's every day shapes an eternal legacy is the name of the book. We're going to post a link. I'm trying to get on here to the Facebook Live to see what you all are saying here. We want to acknowledge you. Kim is watching from Texas and says, good morning. Marietta says, hello. Urea and Kathy and Shirley says, God bless you. We have someone that says they cannot wait to get the book. It's right here. We're going to post a link. Patricia Miller says, hello from Greenwood, South Carolina this morning. So thank you so much for watching. We will post a link. And this is just a little appetizer before our main course, the 700 Club interview. You get to watch and hear more about this book, about what you're doing in the ministry. This is incredible, and I'm really excited that you all are here to talk about it. Thanks. So make sure you let us know that you're watching and stay right here on Facebook. We'll post a link. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.